So everyone knows about Mighty Number 9. It was presented a Kickstarter that was created by Mega Man's ex-employee, Keiji Inafune, and he created this game. And for some reason, when we saw the trailer, it just felt great. But now, in June 21st, 2016, it was finally released. And when I bought it, I thought it was good. It was amazing. And it was an amazing gameplay. But for everyone else, it was meh. I just don't know why people don't. I don't know why people don't usually think Mighty Number 9 is, terrible. Was it because of the live system? Was it because of the way it was played? Was it because of the cutscenes? I think I know the real solid answer. It's because of the way it was written. The graphics are terrible, and somehow it just doesn't feel like an actual game, because when you see the cutscenes, they don't usually move their mouse. And that's why Shovel Knight, a next game, fixed all those problems. Well, of course, Shovel Knight was created before Mighty Number 9, but Mighty Number 9 was still great. But for me, both Shovel Knight and Mega Man did great. But for me, I think Mighty Number 9 did greater for me. Like, I thought Mighty Number 9 did great for what he was given. It doesn't mean I hate Shovel Knight. I love playing Shovel Knight. It's just that it's like every other 8-bit game, like it doesn't count like live system like Mighty Number 9 has. Like, I know it counts as lives, but that doesn't say that you can also change the live system. If people say, like, why need a live systems when you could just, just have it more challenging? And I 100% agree to that. But somehow, that's exactly the problem. People don't see that as an example, but they just forget about changing the live system. We're the ones that are thinking that Mighty Number 9 was just a non-mechanic game that was proven to be successful. And for somebody else, they usually want to thank Mighty Number 9 for what he did. For some people, they just don't see the spirit of Mighty Number 9. He wanted to try to do great, but people just didn't think that. Instead, they had to give it to a Shovel Knight that didn't actually represent Mega Man that much. I mean, he did copy most video games, he did copy most games like Legend of Zelda 2, Mario Bros. 3, and DuckTales, Ninja Gaiden, and Castlevania. And somehow, it wasn't just a Mega Man game. It represented the spirit of Mega Man, but also represented the spirit of all 5 games at the same time. So, Shovel Knight was not truly a successor to just Mega Man. It was a successor to all 5 games. Alright, back to what I'm saying. Shovel Knight doesn't represent Mega Man that often. Well, it does represent Mega Man, but not that often. So it's representative of every spirit of every video game that was here years ago. Now listen, I don't hate Shovel Knight and the way it was written. It works real great. But that's the thing though. It's a great game, and it represents all the spirits of every indie game. It just doesn't fit right about Mega Man. Now when I say things about Mega Man, I'm not saying that Mighty Number 9 is better than Mega Man. And I'm not saying that Shovel Knight didn't do a great success that Mighty Number 9 didn't do anyways. And I'm not saying that the Blue Bomber was dead for the way it was written about Shovel Knight and both Mighty Number 9. And I'm definitely not saying that I love Mighty Number 9 more than I love Shovel Knight. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that Shovel Knight already got over Mega Man. It's just people didn't realize the spirit of Mega Man. And that's why Shovel Knight was trying to do more. But Mighty Number 9 represents just one game. But for Shovel Knight, it's just like the representation of, like, Shovel Knight is just like the representation of the Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I'm not disagreeing with Shovel Knight. It's just that I just don't think Shovel Knight is a right representation of Mega Man to the spirit about that. But for me, I think Mighty Number 9 is the best representation and the best way Kickstarter for Mega Man. Because it looks like Mega Man, it sounds like Mega Man, and it feels like Mega Man. But you guys just don't see it that often. It's just that somehow the things that can represent Mighty Number 9 is that people just don't see the animation that often. People just don't like Mighty Number 9 is because it says the animation looks so weird. Yeah, so like what I'm saying, people just don't like Mighty Number 9 because the animation looks so weird and it looks like an original Faculty 3D anime, which reminds me of one of my favorite animes, RWBY. And people didn't mind RWBY that much, but they did mind Mighty Number 9 for the way of a 3D anime game that it was written. And KG did really good to the spirit of Mega Man. It did real well, and people don't agree to that. People just blame KG for not making the right and proper Mega Man, because Mega Man was revived, but not in the way we wanted to. I mean, just look at the abilities that Mega Man has. Like, some of the weapons are similar to the Mega Man weapons, more than Shovel Knight's weapons are even similar to every other weapons. Like, Shovel Knight's throwing anchor is a representation and a memory of Simon Belden's battle axe. While Shovel Knight represents stations that to the throwing anchor. I mean, it just doesn't feel right. And the flare one is just a reincarnation copy of Mario's Fire Flower. And of course, anything else can represent things that are usually that omnipotent. I mean, somehow I'm not saying that anything is wrong with Shovel Knight. It's just that it copies different species, but just not Mega Man. People just disagree for Mighty Number 9, just thinking Shovel Knight is way better. I mean, yes, it looks like Mega Man, but the bosses do look like Mega Man for really much obvious reasons, but the only way that reminds us about Mega Man with Shovel Knight is just the bosses. Well, sometimes the stages, but still, it doesn't even really matter. Like, the stages and the bosses don't even remind us about Mega Man. It's the gameplay that it was written. It has a great storyline, and Shovel Knight has a great development. Shovel Knight has a great motivation and has a great development and character arc. But Mighty Number 9 has the best character personality, has the best character accuracy, and it has the best character personality. Well, I'm not saying that Shovel Knight doesn't have a kind personality. He does, but it's just not really motivated about Mighty Number 9's. I mean, Mighty Number 9's story is about saving his 8 siblings, while Shovel Knight is just saving his partner. Well, I do really think that the best representation of Mighty Number 9 was the best representation of Mega Man was Mighty Number 9. Alright, so, like, yeah. Well, I mean, Mighty Number 9, on my hand, did great. And I saw a video once that Mighty Number 9 was a big disappointment. And while, yeah, people kind of agree to that, since the final boss didn't act like Dr. Wily, it was actually a virus. Which I'm not complaining about, but it's just that somehow we see Mega Man as a true hero, while Mighty Number 9 doesn't feel that way. Well, I mean, take a look at Mega Man 11. Doesn't it remind you of something? Like another game? And I'm not saying it's another reminder about like Mario or Sonic or anything. Not even Crash Bandicoot or anything. Mega Man 11 has the same game flow and development as Mighty Number 9. It feels the way about Mighty Number 9 because while the other robot masters are captured by Dr. Wily, Same thing with the mighty numbers are corrupted in a virus named Trinity. So yes, the best Kickstarter I think isn't Shovel Knight that did the best of Mega Man. It's Mighty Number 9. So we should thank Mighty Number 9 that Mega Man 11 exists to this day. Because if Mighty Number 9 didn't exist to their own, even in game flow, Mega Man 11 wouldn't be here. And so I want to thank Keiji Adafude for making this awesome kickstarting game. It's a really good game, and I really enjoy it. I'm really close to playing it 24/7. Instead, I play it 24/3. But that doesn't mean I hate Mighty Number 9. I actually really love Mighty Number 9. It's a great Kickstarter game. The music, how it was played, the level design, how it was developed, and the boss battles are just so unique. Sure, they may be hard and frustrating, but that doesn't mean that we hate Mighty Number 9. Well, some of fans might think Mighty Number 9 was a frustrating development, but still, Mighty Number 9 is awesome. And that is the thumbnail and the title of this video, because I truly believe that the spirit of Mighty Number 9 is and it will be awesome. Anyways, wow, what a long video. I mean, for those of you who haven't played Mighty Number 9, what the heck are you doing here? Go check it out. It's really amazing. And plus, for those of you who have played Mighty Number 9, like this video if you love it. And for those of you Mighty Number 9 unfans doesn't like this, just give it a thumbs down, because you guys really despise Mighty Number 9. But for us Mighty Number 9 fans, justice for Mighty Number 9 thinks Mighty Number 9 is awesome. Mighty Number 9 is awesome. So what are you waiting for? Go play Mighty Number 9.